Time for more Yakuza side content. In the future, there might not be many more of these, because after a certain point, side quests just stop coming. Around Chapter 12 this happens. But previously on the side quest stuff, I did Mahjong. I remember that. I was working on the business management thing. We're close. We're close to the next ranking. Top 20. But that's not this. The videos don't get the business management. Alright, I have to go outside of my business to get cell reception for my GPS. I decided I'm not going to do any more cups with Dragon Cart because I'm going to do the Dragon Cup when I get to it. So, once you've seen one cup, you've seen pretty much all the cups. We got the rival races on the stream. We got the station. I want to do this. I want to do this. To be completely honest, I forget which this one is. So we might as well just go and check it out, huh? It's not Dumpster Diver Guy. Alright, it's not him. Also, there's another minigame area right over here. So it might not be as long. I said that last time, though, and Mahjong happened. So we'll just play it by ear. I'm going Janai Station. We'll do this one first. Also, yeah, I have another 1,000,000 yen on me. I have another 1,000,000 yen. More weapon upgrading will be soon. This should be uploaded before I do the next stream. Oh yeah, Tojo Clan stuff. That has to be a stream thing too. Hello, you taking donations? I got 1,000,000 yen on me.
Excuse me. Could I ask you for a donation?
Sorry, I'm kinda in a hurry.
Sure you are, buddy.
Oh.
An act of kindness. Number 22. Oh no, this song again. Oh god.
Excuse me? Could I bother you for a donation? My little brother is sick, and I need money for his surgery.
Sorry, I don't carry any cash on me. Oh wait, I have 1.5 million yen. How much does he need? That'd be so Ichiban.
Oh, sure.
Wow, thanks.
How much should I give her? Oh, I can't give her 1,000,000 yen? Not even 100,000 yen? How much is this? This would be about $100, wouldn't it? Even though, granted, I heard that my assessment is not quite right anymore.
Here.
Somebody got like 1,000,000 yen in Japan recently, and it turned out to be like about $6,000.
Nice to finally receive a donation.
A little bit lower than my
I saw
assessment.
you earlier, but it doesn't look like things are going too well.
Yeah, it's true. No matter how hard I try, everybody just keeps walking past me.
You're doing this all by yourself? Where are your parents?
They've been working late to save up for the surgery.
She's doing her part.
I got ya. It must be tough.
That's why I have to work just as hard as them. Besides,
She has to compete with floozies.
Please donate to children who are less fortunate.
Donations, please.
You have a child that's less fortunate next to
Here
you.
you go.
Thank you very much.
those two are gathering money for children they've never even met before. I think that's amazing. It makes me want to try even harder.
Sure. You're a good kid.
She needs a better spot, I agree.
Why don't we try this somewhere else?
Huh?
You won't get anywhere calling out to random strangers. You gotta draw some attention. Here, I'll help you out a bit.
Ichiban knows how to draw attention.
My name is Megumi. What about you, mister?
I'm Kasuga. Okay.
You mean
let's
President Kasuga of
Fine.
Ichiban Confections holding these nuts? You can afford the surgery easily, sir. You know what? I would have just picked, like, the train station where people are coming out of, but, popular eatery. The street performer is going to be too much of a magnet. And also, why ladies? Intellect up! Yeah, foot traffic. Exactly what she needs.
Over there.
Oh, okay.
What is it? The old fountain or the old mountain? Old mountain, okay. You don't mind if we solicit out here, right, sir?
Hmm?
Well, I'm the manager of Ichiban holding these nuts, and I can do whatever I want. Kasuga has been jailed for 18 years, okay?
Sorry.
You mind? Like who? Maybe you should donate a little for the trouble. You do run a business and all. Okay. Well, I guess his payment is letting us exist here, so he could get off. Now we do the Avenue Q thing. Start shaking people down. It's time to pass the hat, and there's nothing you can do about that, so give us your money. Wow, she made some. Good. Altogether, I made 10,100 yen.
Hi.
She's wearing down her social battery, but she can do it.
Hmm?
He wants to go to the amusement park again. Oh, she's just full of sob stories. Make sure other people know so they donate harder. It's all about the marketing. Maybe we could get her some senbeis to sell. What is she looking around for? Bike, do you want to donate to my little brother? How about you, street sign? Traffic cone? Oh, don't talk to traffic cone. Traffic cone is dangerous.
Hmm?
Oh, those guys again. I don't know. There's something shady about that guy. I don't like the lady. Isn't that the lady from the Chinese place we went to that Psycho is working at? She looks very similar. Yeah, con artists would do that one day. They have no scruples. They used up every single scruple they had on that sign. Hey, at least we have permission to be outside the restaurant. Alright, where did Megumi go? I would set her up next to the park. Right next to Dragon Kart. Lots of attention. So many people at the park. Every day, every night. Looks like she kind of vanishes for a little while, though. So, we're gonna work on this now. Wet kitchen. Where am I, anyway? Where am I at? Where did I go? Oh, there I am. Oh, actually, I'm right next to it. Awesome! Oh, hey, you're dressed like the Cacho. Kinda. You want to work at my company? I became chairman of the shopping district. A rare dragonfly with a golden exoskeleton. Do I have a golden dragonfly? Oh, I do! All that bug collecting paid off. Wow, it's some kind of weird mutation. Let's stick a pin through it. You could have it if you work for me. Maybe you have notoriety. My businesses are kind of hurting in notoriety right now. I have a reason to live again. Why are you shoving that lady around? Don't... Punks! Rude! I hear them. I think I'm gonna have to teach people some lessons here. You can call me Kaicho. Is this Kaicho? His name is Kaicho. I put a picture. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen right now. That's the Kaicho. And there's this guy. Do they look similar? I don't even know. I'm just trying to go off memory. He's from Game Center CX. He's a comedian. I think he's still doing Game Center CX. But it's super rare. Okay, where's those punks at? I need to teach them a lesson in manners real quick. Restless otakus. They have a lot of swagger going on for people that are only level 9. Eat darts and die.
Right.
Just a little bit of an attitude adjustment. In the balls. You know what? I should have ragdolled one of them. That would have been perfect. Okay, what's the best?
You wouldn't underestimate me.
Chill out. Chill out. Oh, I'm sorry. That was broken glass and not ice. Okay. Now that that diversion's out of the way and the streets are once again safe, we could go into here. Well, actually, we could stop and eat. Why the heck not? Haven't really done this, and we could just buy everything on the menu. Fresh milk and burg. What is this? Fresh lettuce and chili sauce on a burg. And there's an egg burger. Egg on a burger? That's kind of... You know what? I'm not gonna judge it. It's Japan. America eats weird things too. Smothered in cheese.
Who's hungry? You know, sometimes all you need at the end of the day is a plain old burger.
Oh, hey, we trigger something.
I love the classics. Yeah, nowadays you get these trendy ramen and beef bowl shops with all kinds of garbage on the menu. And sure, maybe you'll try it out of curiosity, but it won't be long before you're back to the real stuff.
Burgers.
Ramen, you gotta keep simple. Same goes for beef bowls.
Agreed, but get this. The ramen shop near me started putting out curry and pasta.
Well, La Mesa was there.
Huh. Guess they were going for a new angle.
Well, that new angle made them forget how shoyu ramen is done. Customers hated it. Now their doors are shut for good. Whammo!
Wow, just like that, huh?
Point is, don't lose sight of the basics just to make profit, or it's all over for you.
Very true. And let's enjoy these burgers while they're still good, huh?
Well, take that as a lesson from Adachi. He's got some wisdom. And he's slowly working his way towards his level 5. Attack up! Attack up again!
Oh, God.
Now the next time I stop into this kitchen, I can order the attack up meals. Instead of just randomly buying things on the menu. But there's also a second floor here, and I didn't know that at first. Wet kitchen. You know what? If they're calling themselves the wet kitchen, they should serve things that are wet. Like, what kind of foods are wet? Leave it in the comments. Give me some wet foods. Kid. He had the dry food. You see what happens to you in the dry food? What is with this table? I also had the dry food. Hi, kid. We walked right through the cutscene somehow. Oh, all I have is dry food.
Hmm?
I wonder why he was floating a second ago. Table for one, number 20. Hey, kid, why are you floating? Friendship extortionist. He sounds like a great guy. How about I just eat with you, a total stranger? I got wet food. That's gonna be my bit now. I hope you enjoy it. It's a -2. Gotta pay the friendship fee, though. Then there's a chewing fee, digesting fee, and, well, you know, breathing fee. Being annoying fee. Oh no, friendship extortionist, you're extorting me. Kids these days with their high school words make my brain hurt. There's a brain hurt fee for that. Oh, we gotta beat up thugs today. Today's been a beating up thug day.
Yo.
Hi, you're a thug. I'm gonna beat you up right now. Nope, I'm in your way now. I want the kid to see you get hurt, though. That would be very cathartic for the kid. A delinquent.
Hope you're ready.
No, we got this. Ichi's got this. Ichi will take care of this with his money. Bonk. I beat you up with my money, I take your money. Wow, you had like $1 million on you. That felt like $1 million bucks. Bye. Stop being a jerk.
Arigato.
Ichiban, I found the wet food. I rubbed it all over my jacket somehow. Why is this? Yeah, why is his jacket so wet? His jacket is really wet all of a sudden. I'm very concerned about the shininess of his jacket. Also, it's cacho colored. My name is Friendship Hero.
Hmm?
Poor guy. I wonder why he's eating all alone all the time. Not even an iPad to keep him company? What kind of parents does he have? I could always order another burger. I could buy out the whole restaurant.
Got it.
Really? President of Ichiban holding these nuts? Wow! I hear you have $1 million bucks in your pocket. Look,
Okay,
you might
all
not
done.
like that joke, but I love that joke. I love making fun of the
You
word
tasted some of
holdings.
it. You scarfed that down real quick.
Yeah. Somehow I always eat faster when there's company.
Right. You mentioned something about always eating alone.
Usually it's just me and my mom. but lately she just leaves me money for dinner and goes off somewhere.
By the way, eating wet
She
food
ever
gives you a
tell where
voice
she's
actor.
going?
I don't make the
Nope.
rules.
Huh.
It's like a baby Ichiban.
Anyway, thanks for staying with me.
You got it, little man. Hope I helped you kill at least a little time.
Well, I killed that guy with my money.
Yeah, it was fun. I wish we could eat together all the time. Sorry. That was just me being selfish. Forget I said that.
Well, you stop floating off the cushions and we'll see.
So, you come eat here a lot?
Yeah. Back when Dad was around, it would always be us three. But now it's just me by myself.
Gotcha. Then why don't we come back here again? Better to eat with a buddy, right?
I'll get the wettest
You
food.
mean it? All right.
Great. But for now, you're going home.
Okay. Then see you next time.
Garçon, 2 burgers, extra wet. For me and the lad. Ah, looks like we got something ready here. Is that the lad? Or is that the girl? We've been befriending children in this video. Pretty much. We've just been befriending children. And beating up punks. That's been the theme. Okay, which way are these guys going? Are they going to be coming in? Oh, okay, they're going to go through the train station. Good. They don't want any of this. Oh, it's her.
Hmm?
This is a good way to make $1,000,000 yen right here. You're just picking up stuff off the road.
Hmm?
I want to give her another 10,000. We settled a bit too close to the highway.
Hey.
How you doing? Oh, good. Improvement. Even the bikes are donating.
I see.
You need to be louder. You need to get more attention.
Sure thing.
She is a little mousy. Maybe if she dressed like a mouse, maybe that'll get some attention. We need to be really Ichiban. Yo, a UFO! No, wait, that'll make them look elsewhere. Hold on. Hold up. Not good enough. Listen up! I am President Ichiban of Ichiban holding these nuts. You will donate to this child immediately. Confidence up for both of us.
Hi.
And he wants to go to the amusement park, so you better donate extra hard. I got 10,000. I got 20,000. Child is more powerful than trendy makeup. That box is doing strange floaty things like that cell phone did in that one video. That one cutscene. I see it. It's floating by itself.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
We're gonna reach that goal in no time. I know my business.
Hi.
Next, hire a chicken. Trust me on this. She's working so hard. Oh, I guess this is Lad. I guess that's Lad. That's the quicker way there. Eugene Street. I beat up enough punks for one day. Granted, I'm going to be beating up a few more punks. You know what? We could do a story thing while we're here. Where is that? Oh, they're probably going to talk about luchadors, aren't they? Tacos apasionados.
What the hell's this doll?
Belly, probably inspired by Mexico. It is a taco place, after all. I love a good taco. Just thinking about it makes me want to stuff myself.
You just had burgers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're good, but aren't they too rich to eat a whole bunch? I get it as, like, an appetizer or something.
I, think you might be confusing Mexican tacos with octopus taco.
Well, granted, I don't think he was out of Japan much. But I'd like to play on words. I bet they very much enjoyed that with the regular voice actors, too. Hey, why are you going into that why are you going into that back alley, sir? Where are you going? I'm very interested in that NPC's whereabouts now. There's nothing back there. Yep, somebody's watching me. I'll come back and do the trade later. Oh, that doesn't look like the lad. Who is this?
Huh?
Oh, it's them. Okay. This is still the girl's side story. This stupid little pink cat. She's messing up the scam. No, they're probably talking about Anna from Snowman. Did she wear a pink hat? Or did she just wear ribbons? Or maybe some taco. The other taco. You know which one. We got a scam for our motorcycle, and she's doing it for something like her little brother.
Nah.
Alright, well, murder the kid! Whoa, what? She actually wants to do it. What? No. Wrong.
Yo.
Wrong. Incorrect. Ichiban is on the case.
Hmm?
Is this about beating up children? Dun, 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 dun. It almost started with a Phoenix Wright thing. Or maybe Mortal Kombat, because that's what's going to happen. Yeah, didn't you hear the Avenue Q song? The more you help others, the more you're helping yourself. Ew, cringe. Oh my god, I forgot this was a 2020 video game, so cringe could be in the lexicon somewhere. I'll donate something, alright. I'll donate something, alright. Guess we're beating up more punks!
I'm not big on bullying, but...
Oh, he's a big bully. Ah, I want to ragdoll him so bad. I want to ragdoll him so bad. Can he, like, get away from the wall? That'd be great. Alright, fine. Eat cards! No! He's so lame he didn't have a ragdoll. I didn't know you had Aerie on your side. She's legendary.
Yo.
That's because she's called Legendary. How about you help her? That would be so great. He makes them help her. Instead, we wanted to crush her like a bug.
Hey.
Yeah. She was even looking up to you guys. Yeah, I won't tell her that you almost tried to murder her. Well, they have a conscience after all. Oh, wow, we got many now. We got lad and lass. Would Wet Kitchen Lad? They're too young. Clearly they're too young, but would Wet Kitchen Lad and Donation Girl... What if they get married someday? What if they start going out? We'll finish her up first.
Hey, Megumi. Everything cool?
I got a lad for you to meet.
Kasuga-san! You know, I haven't seen the usual donation people around here in a while.
Oh, that's because they tried to murder you.
Huh.
Hey, little girl, you got a second?
Oh, it's you two!
Do the right thing. Death glare. I was expecting her to, like, spit in her box.
Keep up the good work for your brother. Bye.
Wow, 500 yen.
Well, that's all I have to say. See ya.
Sorry for trying to murder you. One of us gotta go to our second job at the Chinese restaurant thing, bar. Get the David Blowie in the VIP room.
This is for all your help.
Oh, maybe you should sell those and, you know, get that money for your brother.
You sure? Thanks.
Our magic user is currently AWOL anyway.
Working hard as ever, I see. Can I make a donation?
Oh wait, that's
Yes, of course!
a bracelet.
Thank you very much.
Earrings is healing power,
Well,
so we could actually
I'm gonna
use
get
those.
going. Keep it up.
I will.
She's got a bright future.
Donations, huh? Never really gave it much thought. I should give more the next time someone needs help. Then again, I should also be careful not getting scammed.
Philanthropy unlocked. We're gonna do it right. We're not gonna record ourselves doing the philanthropy. We're just gonna give them the money. Anyway, Psycho, you're kind of the healer of the group, and you already have earrings on, so double up. Even though she really hasn't been doing a lot of healing. We haven't really needed it. Especially since Ichiban has enough hero levels that he can do that on his own. Heal everybody based on kindness. Of course, Psycho is a lot better at it. Her magical song pretty much 100% heal the entire party. No ifs, ands, or buts. What are you looking at? It's just a dude just running around with a red tuxedo. Chill. Something really wet, I hope. In the wet kitchen. Hey kid, you want a burger? You know what? We could go get some hot dogs. I bet you love a weenie in your mouth. Okay, that's terrible.
Hey.
-10. I'm giving myself a -10 for that one.
Oh.
You can't give me a -10. I -10 myself. Forget what I said about weenies. I love their sign, though. It's just a giant T-Rex eating a burger. It's so badass. A megalodon. $9.5. I want a Turbo Man action figure. Oh, kid. Everybody wants a Turbo Man. Even I want Turbo Man. Yeah, he does that.
No way.
He's got that aura about him. Oh, yeah, that too. Kind of an orphan. Wait, you get presents on New Year's? Wait a second. Am I getting gypped? Does he at least get Christmas presents? Because usually when you're born that close to Christmas, they kind of just double up. A PlayStation 5! That's a new hit game, Final Fantasy 16. Oh, this kid's a lost cause. Ah. He wants baseball mitt. Maybe you should try raising money. Well, if she's a decent mom, never doubt her power. Maybe she's working extra, and that's why he's alone so much. It's because she's getting the extra money, and she's going to surprise him.
またね.
I like these kids. All these kids is good kids. Unless I buy the thing for him. I buy the thing with the glove, and the Taniyama, I bet, is right here, huh? Well, it's not far from the survive. I'm gonna say this when I do the stream too, but once we hit level 5 with Adachi, we'll have him do karaoke. That's kinda how I want to do it. We hit a level 5, we do a karaoke. No honk honk for me. I think she only appears during the daytime anyway. Look-alike.
That face is always so creepy. I wonder why.
Huh? I feel like I've seen it somewhere.
It's biblically
No
accurate.
way. No, really. I think I have.
And it's kind of like
Definitely know someone who looks
wavy.
like this.
Do you see that happening?
It's Adachi-san!
Oh.
Well, give me a break. I'm a little more put together than that.
Actually,
sure?
don't you think it looks a little
I wanna
too
get-
divine
I wanna get a
to be
good shot of the-
Adachi-san?
I want to
Now
get.
that you mention it, yeah. Sorry, Adachi-san. Guess it's not you at all.
I'm about to lose it with you two. My back is killing me.
I'm trying. I was trying to get it into frame weird, but it wasn't working out. Taniyama Sports Shop. I read that there. Luckily, they masked the telephone number. Maybe it's a real telephone number. I hope it's less than $1 million. Oh no! Oh no, it's just like Turbo Man! Oh, okay, there's one left. He said there was the second to last one. Bright red. Gotta take the initiative. His mother would understand. Unless she's it. She pre-ordered it. It comes with a special trading card. Scraping all the money together. Is my theory correct? Is this his mom? Saving money in this economy is no easy feat. How true. This was developed during the COVID era. Well, actually, just slightly before the COVID era. We'll make the trade right here on the street. I hope your son likes it. It must be his mom. He always eats alone in the wet kitchen. Come on, Ichiban, you can put 2 and 2 together. I already have. She is a good mom. Okay, let me just reiterate the moral of this story to you. He already ate, you'll find. He did mention he was a single-parent household, I think. You have a great mom. Wait a second! Thief! Oh, are we gonna have one of those chase sequences like the beginning of the game? Oh, I feel faint. I twisted an ankle. Go, Ichiban, go! Chase time! Is it chase time? No, it's just gonna be a cutscene thing. This guy's gonna conveniently wait for us. Darn it! I was hoping that element of the gameplay would come back in some form. Because that's the only time they had it happen. They even had, like, QTEs and everything for it. Thief spotted.
Hold on!
Hey, you gotta have a random battle with me right now. Yes? Or you'll be eating baseball bat.
Oh?
I'm gonna sell it on eBay. You tell him, Ichiban. That mushy stuff. Nope, I see a battle happening, and I'm going the other way. Now, this guy's got to get beaten down with the power of friendship.
Right.
Mizoguchi, huh?
I'm not that.
Come on, let's go!
I was thinking about something that involves Gucci as a comeback, but I'm no hero. I'll leave that to Ichiban. Eat pens.
You're done now!
This guy's got to get extra destroyed. Extra destroyed. He needs to fly farther, right into a car. Oh, we got a wonky hammer. No, but he probably needs a hospital. I just used one cutscene attack and he crumpled like a big wuss. He snapped like a super weak twig. I get maximum mittens. I wonder if that's an XP thing for the chef. Wait a second, how do you know about Nabarro? Who's my son hanging out with when I'm not there? I want to check out this maximum mitten thing that we got. Maximum mittens. Maximum heat resistance. You can't be affected by heat anymore. I guess that means we can't burn and we're immune to fire? That would be pretty cool. Even though I have like a power thing and crit thing going on with Ichiban. Who wants to be immune to fire? You know what? Adachi. If this one does what I think it does, it makes him immune to fire. All kinds of fire. Let's see, it's... Yeah, lad's ready. You gotta finish lad. You finished lady. You gotta finish lad. You gotta see him get that baseball mitt. Time be damned. Then we could activate the minigame thing, because I didn't expect these side quests to be as long as they were. I'm just glad that they didn't take several days.
Come on, Mom. Where are you?
Oh no, she stood him up. She ran with the glove. She's selling it on eBay.
Don't give up just yet, Noboru. I'm sure she'll be here any minute now.
Noboru!
Ah.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry I made you wait.
It's okay, Mom. Don't worry.
Such an understanding kid.
Okay, happy birthday, Noboru.
What? No way! It's from Taniyama Sporting Goods! Can I open it now?
The present's not going anywhere. Open it when we get a table.
Okay.
Now it's getting cold out, so let's go in and think about what you'd like for your special day. You can order anything on the menu.
Wow, I would like some wet food.
As long as we're eating together, Mom, I'm happy with anything.
Noboru, you make me proud to be a mother. I'm sorry I always have to leave you.
Also, we have wet food at home.
It's okay. I was kinda lonely for a little while, but then I made a friend named Kasuga-san.
Kasuga-san? What kind of person is he?
Imaginary friend.
I'll tell you all about him.
Happy birthday, Noboru. Keep your chin up.
How very hero of you, Ichiban. Wait, why? 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 Why are we hiring? You know what? Never mind. You know what? I would want to hire him. I want to hire him. I'm going to find a position for him in my company. Because he deserves it. Also, why? He deserves it. Okay. Let's go do the minigame thing. So on the stream, I have to hire the kid. We gotta hire the kid. I gotta make this happen. No, it's not child labor. It's an honorary thing. Ah, yeah, these losers are still here. I wonder if I have the stat to get in here now. This is where the mini games are. What's going on up here? Crap. He has a higher stat now. You got some confidence. That sack must weigh a ton, he said. It's like a salmon swimming upstream. Not giving a peck about big words.
Oh.
Statistical impossibilities? Oh, it's gambling. The gambling hall in the sewers. To blow some steam and some cash. Also, he said a peck word. There's only one thing I want from this place. Well, maybe a couple of things. Especially for, like, the fortune teller job for Namba. Enforcer for Adachi. We can play 2 games here. There's only 2 things to do. Well, first we need to buy wooden tags. I'll just buy 100,000 worth. Because mainly I don't have to play to buy the thing I want now. You can get plates here. You can change them over into money. This is 100,000. This is 200,000. Bulletproof shield is what I wanted. This is the transforming weapon for the Enforcer class. The other one is in Soji. I want to get... You know what? I won't be able to get this. I wanted to get this. I won't be able to get that. Patchy slot. Patchy slot music. I don't know what the game Another God Hades is, so I'll pass. Or Million God Return of the Gods. They must be Japan-only titles. But we'll wrap up this video by checking out these two games here. Oicho-kabu. I'll explain the rules real quick as we play beginner. Oicho-kabu is like blackjack. But a little different.
Go easy on me, huh?
You got cards that go from values of 1 to 10. They're basically using like a deck of playing cards. If you have a 10, you got a 0 in points. You can have between 1 and 9 points, and you have to beat the dealer. So I'm gonna bet... You know, this is pretty good. You know what? Maximum bet is 100. So I'll bet 100. Okay. Once you go over 10, it like loops back. I don't want to show down on this, so I'm gonna tell him to hit me with a 6. And I have to beat whatever the dealer has. Oh, come on! 9 is the best you can get. There's also some other things. Like, there's special hands, like in Mahjong. That I'll go into the rules to show you. I think if you have like a 0 and a 10, there's 4 of each card, 4 times 10, 40. 4 players. If your sum exceeds 9, only the last digit counts. You saw how it was played. If you get a tie, the dealer wins. The dealer is powerful. Total of your cards based on last digit. Everybody's fighting the dealer. Dealer wins in a tie. But you can get special hands like 4-1. It pays double the bet. First 2 cards dealt, 9-1. You get double the bet. If all 3 cards are the same value, you get triple the bet. 10, 10, and 1. You get 20 times the bet. And 4, 6. You can remove yourself from the round and not lose anything. So it's 10, 10, 1, 3 of a kind, 9, 1, 4, 1, and a 9. That's what you're looking for. So it's a little Mahjong-like. It doesn't have as many hands. This, if you're familiar with Nintendo, you should be familiar with Koi Koi. It's Hanafuda cards. And like Mahjong, there's hands you can make. We'll play a game of Koi Koi real quick. Beginner. Because I haven't played Koi Koi in a while, but mainly I just target certain cards and go for those. There's seasons. We draw a card first. Whoever has the more recent season goes first. So April is before May. I go first.
Go easy on me, huh?
Dealer. Okay, I see... Oh, I want that. You gotta match cards with the backgrounds. Like, see, this has that little poinsettia flower thing on it. I could capture that butterflies with that. This has, like, those leaves in the background. I could capture this. Also, if I capture more of those, it's also January season. I want to take this for a special card set. There's a card set called Boar, Deer, Butterfly. I have the boar right here. That somehow is a boar. Don't ask me how that makes sense. So now that I have boar and butterfly, I can make that set. Once you take a card, you draw a card. If that has a card that you could go with, you also take that card. I'm just gonna lay that down. Okay, I'm gonna secure boar. Now if the deer shows up, I could grab that. Oh, I got garbage. I don't want to get rid of this. Anything with a colored poetry ribbon in it is worth points too. If I could grab a few more of those. Junk! Once you have 10 cards that don't mean anything, you can get points.
Oi.
Once you get a point, you can call koi, which means we're just going to keep going.
Red poetry
His
ribbon.
mistake. I have red poetry ribbons. I have 3 cards with a red poetry ribbon on it. That's worth 5 points. I'm going to get greedy. I'm calling koi.
Koi.
Let's keep going. Because I want to capture this too.
Variety.
Variety just means you have a bunch of cards that would be worth points. I also got more poetry ribbons. 14 points!
Hell yeah!
Let's try to go for a big one. Here's the deer. This is the deer card. As you can tell, it has a deer on it. I also have butterfly. What I wanted to capture was sake and the moon, or that pot of cherry blossoms I had before, because they give you a pretty good setup. I'll take that. February is those flowers over there. I forget what kind of flowers those are. But if I collected a whole bunch of them... Okay, if somebody could play the boar... Okay, there's the cherry blossoms. That's a bowl of cherry blossoms. I'll leave this January.
Variety.
I got variety. I'm koiing that.
Koi.
I'm koiing that. Because I want to see if we could get the sake. I think that's March flowers.
Variety.
Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, he took the cherry blossoms, darn it. I could try for the moon.
Koi.
I'm not quite sure what it means by the high value hands, because that crane there is considered like a 10-point card or something like that. I don't understand that much about the game. I'm grabbing the boar. I'm going to do boar, deer, butterfly.
Boar, deer, butterfly. Variety.
And even more variety. Yeah, I'm taking that. 18 points, I'm taking that.
No hard feelings, right?
One more game. It goes 3 rounds. I see the sake's on the field, but I can't grab it. I see the boar is on the field. I can grab it. Don't grab that sake. Don't grab the sake. Please don't grab the sake. I can't even grab the sake. Okay, March, and March is the pink flowers, cherry blossoms. I'd like to get those poetry ribbons that... Oh, he took that. Darn it. I have the sake, though, which means I can hope for the moon showing up. I'd like to make sure all the poetry ribbons belong to me. Boar, deer, butterfly is no longer an option. He took the deer from me.
Poetry ribbons.
But I have ribbons.
Poetry ribbons.
More ribbons. I want to get that moon card. Koi! I want to hold on to that hill, because that hill will get me the moon card if it comes. Oh, he grabbed March cards.
Oi.
Well, he's not going for it. We're still going.
Moon viewing.
Yes! If you have the sake card and the moon card, you get moon viewing. If you have the sake card and the cherry blossoms, you get cherry blossom viewing. I don't understand what these mean, I just know that they mean points. And I got 460 of them. So this is another game to play in the background and maybe get some try to get like a platinum plate out of this. It's not very lucrative. It's really just here for grabbing these items. Like the bulletproof shield. Maybe if you need silver bugs. Because, like, we found anti-corrosion box cutters. We found table sparkling. Stone orb isn't that great of a weapon for the fortune teller anyway. And this is ridiculously overpriced. But hey. We got to see it. We got some of our culture in the sewer. We got our culture in the sewer. This will be important for a side quest later, too. But that's Hanafuda cards. That's what Nintendo started its business on. They made cards like that. And then they invented Mario. And then they hired Mario to voice Mario. And now Mario's retiring from being Mario. And now we're going to have a new Mario who turns into an elephant and goes, "Wowie zowie!" It's a new era of Nintendo. They're getting into movies. They're making a new Switch. There's a new Mario. It's going to get weird. It's going to get weird. Anyway, that's Yakuza side content. It should be up on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd rather not... What's going on here? Oh. I'll do some hero stuff on the side. On the off-screen. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoy the next stream of Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm sure there's going to be some weird things happening. Good night, everybody.